I am deeply sorry that I'm not here to celebrate with my very good lifelong friend, Rabbi Moskowitz, 53 years of service to Ramaz, and many more in the service of Jewish education. I want to begin with a word of Torah on this week's Parsha. Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha. The Talmud in Masechet Kiddushin translates that not as honor thy father and thy mother, but as love thy father and thy mother. Because the Talmud says that our obligations are ma'achil u'mashkeh, malbish u'man'il, machnis u'motzi. That one has to give the parent to eat and to drink and to dress and shod the parent and take the parent in and out. That is kibud av va'em. I saw that quality of love in Rabbi Moskowitz toward his mother, Aleha Hashalom, who was always called Mutti. I saw the love that he practiced. Ma'achil u'mashkeh, malbish u'man'il, machnis u'motzi. The beautiful relationship that he had with his mother. But there's another commandment on parents. It's found in Parshat Kedoshim. Ish imo v'aviv tirahu. That one must revere a mother and father. And the Talmud says on that commandment, lo yeshev bimkomo, lo ya'amod bimkomo, v'lo yistor es devarav. That one should not sit in the place of the father, nor stand in the place of the father, nor disagree with the father. Those qualities are not the qualities of love. Those are the qualities of morah, respect, awe, reverence. I have seen throughout Rabbi Moskowitz's life that awe, that respect, and that reverence for a father whom he knew only until his very early teenage years. Because, as most of you know, he saw his father gunned down by the Nazis, Yamach Shemam v'Zichram, before his own eyes. But his life, Rabbi Moskowitz's life, has been a life of morah of respect and awe for his father. He carried on the tradition of a leader, of a religious leader. I saw that in the early years in Camp Masad before we ever thought about him in Ramaz, when he was a counselor together with me in the oldest bunk. And when he was in charge of Gananut, we all made fun of him because nobody liked Gananut. This was gardening. Who in heaven's name wanted to be a gardener? And I don't think that Rabbi Moskowitz wanted to be a gardener either. But he took on the job. And then I knew him later in Herzliya. And then finally he came to Ramaz right after I became the coordinator of Judaic studies in the school, 53 years ago. And the first and best thing I did was bring him to Ramaz. And then he spoke to me to bring Rabbi Bakst to Ramaz the following year. Rabbi Moskowitz, in his entire career, has reflected glory, reverence, and awe on his father, Zecher Tzadik Libracha, Hashem Yinkom Es Damo. He has taught generations of Ramaz students. At the Ramaz dinner, we saw an outpouring of love for him, both in people who came and in people who posted ads in the virtual journal. There's hardly a student who went through Ramaz in the last 53 years who doesn't remember Rabbi Moskowitz as a lover of children, as an educator par excellence, who knew how to combine love and tradition, warmth and Torah in all of his classes. His knowledge is broad and deep, but his love of Torah, his love of Tzionut, his love of Medinat Yisrael, and above all, his love of students, is what marked him as a step above all of us, as an administrator, and as a teacher, and of course, as an educator. I'm sorry, Mayor, that I'm not here to say all of this to you in person, but were I here in person, I would speak much longer. However, Rabbi Sklarin only gave me 5 minutes on the Skype machine or whatever he's using. And so I just want to tell you, Ramaz would have been a very, very different place were it not for you and all that you brought to our school. May you enjoy your retirement, and may we continue to reflect reverence and love on your career here in our school.